Hello everyone and welcome to PC Guys Off-Grid Cabin, where the work is never done and we're doing it just for fun. So today is just a little bit of a cleanup and maintenance day. The yard was starting to look like a jungle, but we've went in and mowed everything and got all our grass cut and everything, and the place is looking pretty good. As you can see, the grass and everything is looking real good. And these fruit trees are looking outstanding. This is my pear tree that I've been struggling with for the last few seasons. Let me take a step back where you can get a better look at it. Ever since I started spraying this area with that conker poison to kill off these leaf cutter ants and such, these things have just exploded. But I think what has happened with this tree is that the leaf cutter ants, when they stripped it early in the season, I think they stripped all the buds off of it. So it's probably not going to produce any pears this year, and that's unfortunate. I would like to ask a little advice from everybody, if they don't mind giving me some positive feedback. If you look up there at the top, I don't particularly like the way that that's growing, and with this being in June, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to take and prune this thing or not. But if you look at this, I've got these just run through the fence right now. I'm going to take this fence down here before very long. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to encourage these limbs to go outward instead of up. So I'm thinking about just taking some stakes and some string and stringing them up and pulling them downward. Let me know what you think about that idea. Now this is my Anna apple, and I struggled with this tree, and there was times I thought it was gonna die because the leaf cutter ants would just taking and stripping it down to nothing. And of course, over here is my newest addition to the apple orchard, which is my Dorset apple. Because every tree has to have a mate, at least on the apples. As you can see, we've got some really new growth going there, and well, this is just looking outstanding. I am really happy with this. Again, the same thing. I thought the leaf cutter ants were going to strip it. Has some kind of bug up there on it. I don't know what exactly that is. I can't really tell. Oh, I don't know if that was a bug or a bee. Couldn't really tell. I'll have to go back and look at the video and see if the camera can help me decide what it was. Now this little tree is my desirable pecan tree. And well, it looks like maybe something's been chewing on it just a little bit. But so far it looks like it's going okay. Of course, my other desirable, along with my Moreland pecan tree, didn't make it. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, it'll be a cold day in hell again before I buy another fruit tree from Willis Orchard. Yeah, I bought 4 trees, and out of the 4, 2 of them actually seem to be doing okay. Here I've got my peach tree. Yeah, it came from Willis Orchard, but I wasn't even sure it was going to make it, but it seems to be doing okay. In fact, I can see some new growth coming out on it, and that's encouraging. My little mulberry tree slowly but surely seems to be doing okay. I'm gonna take a close look here. I can't really see if there's any new growth on it to speak of or not, but it is putting leaves out and everything, so that's encouraging. I'm no big fan of avocados myself, but Mrs. PC Guy likes her avocados, so I've got something going on here. I'm not sure what. That may be some kind of leaf blight. Again, if somebody wants to weigh in and tell me what they think's causing that, I'm all ears. I may take some advice from Kevin on his channel. You know, Kevin is the brother of Dutch. He has, you know, both of them have their YouTube channels, and they're both pretty good old boys. And I'm having a total brain fart right now on what the name of his channel is. But anyway, he recommended some spray to use on these to kill leaf blight. So I may go back, take another look at what he was talking about. He did this video here a while back on it, and he may be onto something. Now I want to talk to you about one other thing here. If you look at this area right here, yeah, just ignore the old wheelbarrow laying there. But this area and this area right here, it's amazing just how much this has transformed in about 4 years. Now I took and dropped a picture in there of what this area looks like 4 years ago. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. This area over here was just about as bad. But the main thing about this is it takes perseverance. It takes commitment. It takes a willingness to work to make something turn into nothing but brush and weeds, and there's still some areas that need to be done, have a lot of work done to them, like those areas over there with the brush growing up. There's stumps there, and that's the reason I just ain't got around to taking and dealing with the stumps. Now this area right here, of course, was all weeds, and there's still some bunches of weeds sticking up. Every one of those areas, it's either a brush pile or it's a stump that's sticking up there that has to be dealt with. And so, as soon as time permits, we're going to come back in here and light this stuff up on fire and start dealing with it. I was kind of in a hurry with doing all of my mowing and cleaning up, simply because we've got a tropical system developing in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're talking about within the next 48 to 72 hours it's going to start raining its behind off. So I wanted to get all this done before it started raining again. The other thing that's going on right now is, as if you've watched any of my past videos, you know, I lost my job the other day. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Not everybody is cut out to be a school bus driver, okay? I'll be the first to tell you that. It's a thankless job. It doesn't pay very well, and for the amount of headaches and problems that you get into with it, I can understand why every school district in the nation is begging for drivers. because not everybody can do it. And I don't think there's any shame in admitting that I probably didn't have what it took to go and do that job. Okay, that's fine. So now we just move on, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I do best, driving 18-wheelers down the road. I've got several prospects. I'm expecting to hear back from a lady just either today or tomorrow on a position that I think is going to take and be something that I can work with and all. And it still will give me enough time to come up here and get my cabin projects done. But like I say, we're sticking close to the house right now for the most part. We're not doing a lot of cabin time, so consequently that means that we're not going to be putting a whole lot of videos out. You know, it's not that I've lost interest in putting videos out or anything like that. It's just that we need to take and prioritize what it is we're doing and how we're going to do it. You know, I can't sit at the house for very long unemployed. You know, yeah, we go and we put in for unemployment and all, but still, that's not how I roll, okay? It's never has been, and it never will be. So as soon as we can take and get a position that will allow me to accomplish the goals that I've had set for myself, then we'll probably start doing more videos and doing more things. Right now, it's got to take and really be tight with the money. Unless, of course, somebody wants to donate to the cause. I mean, we're not going to say no to that, obviously. But then again, that's not why we're here either. We're just here to have fun and get things done and take you along on the journey with us. All right, so I appreciate you watching. Hope you'll give us a like, subscribe, remember to ring that bell. And until next time, long live the Republic.